Question number 2. Ruth Davidson.
Thank you. To ask the First Minister when he'll next meet the Prime Minister.
First Minister.
Plans in the near future, although the last time I met the Prime Minister, he told me he wasn't particularly fussed about the date of the independence referendum. Obviously, he didn't impart that information to Ruth Davidson.
Ruth Davidson.
A topsy-turvy week when the First Minister is quoted saying that he has to wait 1,000 days to even have a long shot at winning a referendum. A fortnight ago, the First Minister was asked a very simple question by myself and others in this chamber. A question he said he wouldn't answer because he would tell all only to the Leveson inquiry. Well, unfortunately for the First Minister, Lord Leveson himself has entered the fray, saying that he wasn't in any way seeking to challenge the ability of parliaments to proceed as appropriate. So I will ask the First Minister again. Was he hacked?
First Minister.
I suggest that Ruth Davidson reads Lord Leveson's statement, which is totally consistent with the view I gave to this Parliament. She should reflect that after Lord Leveson's statement, I note that Harriet Harman withdrew a range of parliamentary questions, accepting that Lord Leveson's indications were that the timetable should be perfectly satisfactory, both for meeting the requirements of a judicial inquiry and parliamentary accountability. I really do suggest to Ruth Davidson that she should accept bona fides and good wishes on this issue.
Ruth Davidson.
Well, perhaps the First Minister should accept the quotation given by a Scottish parliamentary spokesman this week that said that ministers are accountable to the Scottish Parliament and it is the role of MSPs to hold ministers to account. So I am doing my job. I am asking him to do his. The First Minister is accountable to this chamber. He is accountable to the people of Scotland. He is currently holding both of them in contempt, and therefore I will continue to ask, First Minister, were you hacked?
First Minister.
Yes, I am certainly accountable to the people of Scotland, as are all politicians in this chamber. That Ruth Davidson's accountability to the people of Scotland hasn't been working out very well, according to election results. After Lord Leveson made his comments this week, the opposition in the Westminster Parliament accepted that the timetable for information was perfectly satisfactory, both in terms of giving information to the judicial inquiry established on an all-party basis and fulfilling the absolute requirement of parliamentary accountability and responsibility. Now, let's just take it on that issue. I could go on about the revelations this week about the incredible contact between Conservative Party Prime Ministers and major figures like Rebecca Brooks, but let's just take it on the basis that I'm happy to go to Lord Leveson and give a full account of my actions. I think I'll be in substantially less trouble when I give that account than certain members of Ruth Davidson's party. I think that's the way we should do things, and I'll be delighted to answer Ruth Davidson and anybody else's parliamentary questions as well.